Hey class, and welcome to week 13. This week, I'm not an action figure or an animal. It's just me. I might do something fun next week, but for this week, I'm just going bare bones, straight teaching, okay? So this week, our topic is true crime. So our first question, how are films about actual crimes and criminals different from fictional films? They should be different because Hollywood is Hollywood. Real crime is real crime. So movies about true crime have to play by certain rules if it's going to be true crime. They can elaborate on the facts a little bit and occasionally alter events in order to fit into a 90 to 120 minute narrative. But you change too much and it's no longer really going to be true crime. It's going to be a fictionalized version of a true story. Okay? So they have to play by certain rules in order to stay true crime stories. Often true crime dramas have more complicated narratives and lack a concrete resolution. So real life seems to be more complicated than fiction. And this always seems to be true. Real life is more complicated than fiction. So these cases take more twists, they have blind alleys, false clues, all these kinds of things. And then when you come down to it at the end, you might not get this concrete resolution at the end of a 44 Magnum like you do in Dirty Harry. You're going to be getting what really happened. Okay, so that's something to watch for in true crime films. So examples of this, in Cold Blood, that famous Truman Capote novel, and then it was turned into quite an excellent film in the 1960s. The Onion Field, the Joseph Wambaugh story as well, another very good book and good movie as well. Apparently I'm a true crime fan, I guess. Oh well. I didn't realize it until now. And then Zodiac is another example of that. So the film we're watching is Zodiac. Okay, and there's a few reasons for that. So it's 156 minutes, so this is a long one, okay, from David Fincher. So this is one of the most famous unsolved murder cases in U.S. history. Famous because it was unsolved. It follows the attempts by the newspapers and law enforcement to discover the killer's identity during his decade-long reign of terror. So already it's a complicated narrative. It's over the space of 10 years. It's not several weeks and boom, we can finish this up in an hour and a half. Not going to work like that. So this was based on one-time San Francisco Chronicle cartoonist Robert Graysmith's two novels of the same name. And Robert Graysmith is one of the main characters in the film. So you'll get to see this particular character in action. And he continued investigating long after the case went cold. So the police lost interest in it. Everyone lost interest. And here's this cartoonist who's still trying to run down leads and figure out who the Zodiac killer was. That's determination. Also, David Fincher grew up in the Bay Area while the case was unfolding. So he was around when some of the murders happened. And so he requested that parts of the script, when it was presented to him, be rewritten using the original police reports. So they have a little bit more of that realism, that verisimilitude. And many of the people involved in the case served as consultants. So the police officers named in the movie, their real life counterparts were consultants. Same thing with Robert Graysmith. So a lot of the people involved in this got involved, gave their part of the story in order to kind of help lend some authenticity to this. So our questions for this week. Number one, how is this film different from most detective films? Pay close attention to the narrative, the length of it, things like that. So there's definitely some differences there. Number two, why is the film Dirty Harry referenced? And why would Toshi and Armstrong find that film to be insulting? Okay, so they actually go see the film Dirty Harry in this movie, and then they don't really like it that much, and they kind of talk about it. So we want to talk about why they'd be insulted by it. Number three, why does Graysmith wait so long before actually getting involved in this case? So he's there all along, but why does he wait so long to really get involved? And then why do the police help him? He's a cartoonist after all. And number 4, who was the killer? And was Graysmith's assessment correct? As I said, this case is unsolved, so they never really pinned it on somebody, but there are some ideas that are presented at the end of the film and some evidence that leads in a certain direction, so we want to talk about that. So enjoy this film, and I will talk to you folks next week.